Hello everyone, so it is the 14th of Feb, day of love and also my beautiful wife's birthday. So my wife, blessings for the day. Yeah, we had quite a bit of fun, a nice breakfast this morning, and yeah, we're going to add a couple of nice photos that we took today in the garden. But yeah, so it's not about her right now, but the food is for her, so we can go down to the food. Let's start with the ingredients.
Yeah, didn't you say you have like double trouble on Valentine's Day? Because you have the Valentine's part and my birthday part, so you have to really get all out there and show everyone, hey?
Yeah, so for the most of you guys, you're quite lucky. Separate days of the year.
You had a choice.
I've got both. No, I didn't. After marriage, she told me. But yeah, we always try and make it special. So we did do a Valentine's dinner about 2 weeks ago. Some of you may have saw it or seen it on YouTube, so that's there for you guys to enjoy. If you haven't made plans for Valentine's or you're still thinking of doing special for your loved ones, the video for Valentine's is not only for Valentine's, it's just something for the guys to make it easier for you in the kitchen if you want to impress the lady. So yeah, and tonight we're also doing something special, also to treat the lady. We're gonna do what do you call it, a peppadew filled with cheese, and then wrapped with bacon, and then crumbed, and then fried. So we're gonna, I don't know what you call it, I don't think there is a name for it, so we're gonna do it. It's the first time that I'm gonna do this, so hopefully it turns out very well. But let's run to the ingredients quickly. So we start here with our peppadews. So I'm gonna make 6 peppadews with only cheddar inside, and then six peppadews with our feta inside. And then here's our bacon, so we're gonna cut that so we have like a thin strips to wrap around the peppadews. And then here's our crumbs. And then let's start with the ingredients. So yeah, let's start here. We've got normal mixed herbs. We've got about half a tablespoon of salt, a quarter tablespoon of black pepper, half a tablespoon of paprika. We've got a half a tablespoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of flour. We've got about 15 milliliters of lemon juice, and then we've got water. So the main thing of water, we're gonna do like a little dough or creamy substance where you can just dunk your peppadew inside. So the water you just add till you get the right thickness. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of this away quickly. I'm going to start cutting my cheese into blocks, then I'll show you the sizes of blocks, and I'll start with one of each of the peppadews. So what we want to do is, now you can see my blocks here is about 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter cheddar cheese cut in a nice block. What you want to do is pop it into your peppadew like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one strip and we're going to cover it with the bacon, and then we're going to take a sticky and we're going to make a lollipop, and we're going to put it aside. So there's our first one of that. Let's do the feta one quickly. Same story, your block of feta, pop it into your peppadew. Nice inside. Bacon. Cover it nicely. And give it a sticky. So that's how we do that. I'm going to put it separate in a plate so we know which ones are feta and which ones are cheddar. And then if you come back here to our flour, so let's start with the flour quickly. 2 tablespoons of flour heaped up, half a tablespoon of baking powder, add that to the mix. We're gonna take our salt, add it to the mix. We're gonna take our paprika, add it to the mix. Gonna take our mixed herbs, add that. We're gonna take our black pepper, add that. Now what you want to do next is you just want to give it a good stir. So your baking powder mixes with the flour. So we're gonna add our lemon juice to our mix. So what that does is it mixes with our baking powder. So I'm gonna bring this closer. You can see it's making bubbles. So that's helping a lot for your dough to stick to whatever you're gonna crumb, and it makes it fill up nicely. So, and it makes it nice and crunchy as well. So I'm not gonna mix that in totally. I'm gonna start adding my water. Remember, you just add to the point that you know is a density that you like. See all the bubbles? That's all the lemon juice that is doing that. It's actually expanding, as you can see. So you want to use this while it's doing that. So you don't want to take 7 years. You've got about 5 minutes until that reaction is finished and it's no use to you anymore. So you want to do that as quickly as possible. And this doesn't need to be too fluidly because you don't want it to drip everywhere. So this is basically almost perfect. I think I'm gonna add a little. No, this is fine. This is perfect. You want it nice and sticky, so you can stick to your mushroom or your steak strip, or your, like I'm doing now with the peppadew and bacon. You want it to stick nicely. So that's perfect. Look at that. Perfect consistency.
Correct.
Big words in English for us South Africans. Let me move that to the side. I'm quickly gonna finish all of my lollipops. Then I'll show you what to do with the crumbs. Now you can see our, I will call it dough. You see the bubbles? So that's all from the lemon juice. So now you want to cover your lollipop nicely with this. So it's nice and sticky. It's not liquid, not running off. That's exactly what you want. You want as much as possible of this on your lolly, because remember it's cheese. So you don't want the cheese to melt out. It won't melt out, but the more you have, the better. Let's keep it like that. Simple. The more you have, the better. So you keep it there for about a minute, just to get rid of the excess. You come here and you make a little hole here in your crumbs. Pop it inside. You throw your crumbs with a spoon all over. Turn it around. See, that's why we put it in a stick. It's quite easy. It's not messing your hands full of dough and full of crumbs and there's a whole mess. Works quite perfectly. There's not a lot of spillage of wet liquids in your crumbs as well, so you can use it for a second time around. There you go. And we're just gonna pop it in here. I'm quickly gonna do all of them. You see, it's quite easy, about a minute to do one. So I'm gonna do all of them quickly, then we're done, and we're gonna pop them into the oil. So guys, here you can see, nicely crumb covered. We had them, after we crumbed them, I put them inside the refrigerator because it's, I don't know, I think we have a solar flare or something in Rustenburg, so it's freaking hot. So I put them in the fridge for about half an hour just to cool down and settle. So you can see everything is nice settled. So I have my pot on the stove on medium heat. It's a bit higher than medium. It's on a level 4. My stove goes up to a level 6. So here's the cheddar, here's the feta this side, and here's what we made for the little baby. She's not eating peppadews yet. She's 6, but still my little baby. So I'm quickly gonna start frying them. So if you can just come around to the stove. So see, we're gonna use a fork. We don't want to use a stick all the way in. So yeah, it's not a lolly anymore. So we're gonna use the fork, slide it off, not exactly like that. You're gonna pop it in. You see the oil is not too hot, and they're gonna start there. So you use the fork, because if you're going to use the stick, it's going to stand right upright and it's going to burn on the bottom. So you want to be able to move it so it doesn't burn at the bottom. Alright, so I'm quickly going to put in a couple of them. There you go, guys. So you leave them about for 5 minutes on a medium heat. This is now the feta ones, comes out perfectly golden brown. The cheddar ones I already took out. But yeah, I think this is perfect. It works beautifully. The mixture of the, we did cut 1 in half, so the mixture that we used for the crumbed recipe, for the dough, sorry, the dough with the crumbs, with the salt, the pepper, with the paprika, it works perfectly. Look at that. It is divine. We did cut 1 in half, one of the cheddar ones. We'll try one of the feta ones as well, but the taste is amazing. This is really the first time we are doing this as a new recipe to our collection, and yeah, it's perfect. We're gonna do this is gonna be a side to the meal that we're having tonight, so that we're still gonna do like a this is something on its own, but I want to do a bit of Chinese, so I'm gonna also do a nice soya and honey sauce with a bit of sesame seed and a bit of lemon juice. So I'm gonna do that quickly now. And then we also made a bit of chicken breast with rice. So we're actually gonna have Chinese tonight, but this is adding to that. So this is just a side. Okay, so this is a side you can use for everything. So we're gonna do the whole plate, but yeah, this is a recipe on its own. We'll show you the whole plate as it goes to the table.